This house is allegedly haunted, or apparently haunted. Surprisingly haunted, according to the owner.
Hearing footsteps going up and down the floors pretty much all hours of the night.
That was just crazy. Kind of caught us off guard.
That it was almost scary to the point where it was almost like, oh my gosh, they slept there.
What the hell was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. That kind of shocked me there. That was pretty shocking.
Just... What?
Chills. Ask and ye shall receive, I guess.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Dave and Ryan here.
And welcome to our paranormal quest.
We are back in one of our favorite places, the old hospital on College Hill. But we're not here for the hospital, are we?
We are not. This hospital behind me here, to be quite honest, is haunted as hell.
Oh, I got cold chills.
Where did that come from, man?
No
what
way.
was that? That almost sounded like a...
Did it not sound like a woo?
I mean, to me, it kind of was like, I don't know if it was here or there.
We've been here a few times and we've caught some really incredible things in here, but we wanted to investigate the house of one of the founding doctors of this hospital, because we had stayed there when we investigated here last time with Dawson and Jason, and we thought to ourselves, it was just our accommodation. We thought this place is really creepy and it's really old. So we knew that we had to come back eventually just for that house.
Absolutely. And there's already been some strange things that have happened.
Yeah, I mean, as we speak right now, we decided to start off the day by setting up a camera, an abandonment camera, alone during the day, because we see all the comments that people put. Everyone asking, why do you do it at night? Paranormal activity happens during the day too, and we agree with you. The reason we do it at night though is because it's a lot quieter, as you can hear from the flow of traffic going by. So the reason that we do it at night is just because it's quieter, there's less people out, there's less contamination in the world around you, but we wanted to try an abandonment during the day before we even started with our introduction or before we even started with the interview, and let that camera roll. And as soon as, even before we rolled on the camera, we had some crazy activity. So let's go back in time and check that out.
What are you looking for?
The pliers, because when I put that dead light on, normally when I unscrew it, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Dude.
The music box on the stairs went off, and then the music box leading into the living room just went off. Like something came down the stairs or walked in front of that. So we have a brand new music box right over here that's at the bottom of the stairs. That was probably me, because I'm within its range. We were in the...
Dave Audio, College Hill Hospital. Cottage.
I'm gonna move out of the range for a second. We were in the kitchen here, putting our microphones on and getting ready to head up to interview Charlie and do our introduction in front of the hospital here. And we had the new music box that we just got go off, which plays that song by Tiny Tim, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, right? And I immediately run over to turn on this camera to capture it. As you saw, as soon as the clip started, the music box was already going off. And then that other music box, which is pointing into the living room, went off. So that was really weird. We just got our stuff unpacked and we have our cameras set up here, or our cameras staged here, ready to head up to the hospital to meet with Charlie. That was Dave. So you can see how when you walk through that foyer, it will go off. So it's kind of strange. I don't know what set that off, and I don't know what set off the other music box. There's not really any explanation for that.
No, because we were standing in the kitchen there.
Right, we were. I mean, you can see the music boxes all the way out there, and we were in here trying to figure out a light for this camera because I got the bracket stuck on top of this, the light stuck on top of the bracket, but we don't have batteries for it. So we were trying to sort out that conundrum, and then that happened and that went off.
Creepy.
Yeah, very strange. There's nothing that was moving in there. There shouldn't be any motion that's happening in that foyer. So once we get out of here and this house is completely empty, if that goes off, there's no reason why that should be going off. I will also say we have a plasma ball, which you'll see on the stairs set up. We only have 2 REM devices and they're all the way by the side door, as far away from the plasma ball as they can get, and we tested them to make sure that the plasma ball was not going to interfere with them. Mm-hmm. So we set them as far away as they could get, over on the mantle and over on the couch in the living room. But everything else is just motion, like the music boxes, the 2 music boxes, which that kind of shocked me there. That was pretty shocking to see that go off, the 1 music box go off, but then the second one go off right after.
Yeah, that was weird.
Pointed into the living room. That was beyond weird. So let's set up this camera right here and head up. All right, we're officially leaving the house.
You didn't think that I was gonna forget, did you? They thought I was gonna forget.
They thought you were gonna forget?
Yeah.
Go up and touch that light on the stairs. See if you can pull from that to make things happen in here, Dr. Connolly, or anyone that's here.
You definitely have the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you think now we meet up with Tanya, the owner of the building, and see what kind of information she has about Dr. Conley's house?
Yeah, because I know from the last time we were here, they were telling us a few bits and bobs about the history and about how some paranormal teams have had experiences in there when they were just staying there, unintentionally having experiences, not even investigating. So I think we should talk to Tanya and find out what people have been seeing and experiencing inside Dr. Connolly's house on the grounds of the old hospital on College Hill.
Let's do it. Let's go find her.
All right, so Tanya,
Hello.
you are the co-owner of the old hospital on College Hill, and the Conley House kind of goes along with that. What is the Conley House and how long has it been there?
Well, Dr. Conley's house, I believe, was built in I want to say around 1930. The hospital, if you remember, it opened in 1928. Dr. Conley was the original doctor who really started this hospital, and really what I call our superhero doctor. The hospital started in downtown Williamson. It burnt in a fire in 1925. 26 around that time, and then he came up with the idea to build a bigger and better hospital, and he and Dr. Salton came up with this big beauty, the hospital I was born in. When we purchased the hospital, Dr. Conley's house came along with it, and we weren't sure what we were going to do with it at the beginning, but unfortunately, the only hotel we had in town closed a few years ago, so our paranormal teams were having to drive anywhere from 30 miles up to an hour to the nearest hotel. So we thought, why not rent Dr. Conley's house out for our teams, just in case they needed a place to stay, to get a shower, or just to rest or hang out. But little did we know that there was also some spooky stories behind Dr. Conley's house as well.
What kind of spooky stories came along with the house?
So we started renting it out to our paranormal investigators, and lo and behold, one of the very first nights that we rented it, we got a call from our investigators saying, hey, did you know that there's activity in the house? And we were like, no. They said, here are some things that happened in the house while we were there. So they started telling us about hearing footsteps going up and down the floors pretty much all hours of the night. If you know anything about the house, I did a walkthrough of it when we first opened it, and we pinned it on our Facebook page. Dr. Conley had a maid, and he had a built-in maid's quarters attached to the house. So throughout the house, you will see buttons kind of through there. They no longer work, but some of the teams were capturing the sounds of what they described it as chimes. Like you would push the button, it would chime, and the maid would appear and kind of serve whatever or do whatever they needed to do. So those kind of things. There's also a grandfather clock that's in there. They would claim that the time would change as far as the hands on the clock. It would be at one time and then it would go to another time. Also doors shutting. One of the master bedroom, all the bedrooms are upstairs on the second floor, but the master bedroom is the biggest of the bedrooms. They claimed that there is another door, which makes it even weirder. I know there's a door that leads down to the maid's bedroom, and they would say that the lock on the door would go back and forth, would move. So it really kind of spooked them, I think, a little bit, because they were not prepared for that. So they didn't set up any equipment or anything. And of course, we don't want to, as the owner of it, I don't want to get into a habit of saying everything's haunted, because then everybody just, oh, you're just the owner, you're just trying to sell it, whatever. So we kind of let it go. But then after 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 teams started staying there, and we started collecting more evidence, then we knew something was going on. We knew something was apparently going on up on the hill, because we also have some captures in the cottage as well. So it's pretty amazing to have the house that the original co-founder of this hospital lived in. Some people have reported that they picked up Dr. Conley saying things. Dr. Conley died in this hospital. He died of cancer. So he lived really close. So I'm sure there's a lot of emotion and family that was around here at the time too. So it's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because we didn't even leave the house yet. From when we have a camera rolling right now inside the house, and we set up 2 music boxes, one at the bottom of the stairs and the other one pointing into the parlor living room area. And it was wild because we were in the kitchen talking about the light we were going to put on the camera, and the music box at the bottom of the stairs went off. So we run in, I turn the camera on, and then the music box pointing into the parlor living room area went off.
Oh, wow.
So it was like one right after the other. So we were in there for like 5 minutes at most, and we already had activity in there, which was weird.
One of the latest teams that stayed with us, she shared a clip with me, and you can clearly see them sitting in the dining room area, which I'm sure you guys will show. They're sitting in the dining room area, and they left some REM pods and some, I don't think it was a music box, but just some equipment throughout the house while they were talking and eating. And while they were eating, and they didn't even hear a lot of it, some of the equipment starts going off, like REM pods were going off. They picked up some really cool EVPs, and when they got home and went back to replay them, it was some of the coolest things. It was saying, one was not even, it said get out. So I don't know if they were not happy with what they were discussing at the time, but it was so clear and so precise that it was almost scary, to the point where it was almost like, oh my gosh, they slept there. And then they said at night, when you walk into the master bedroom, there's like a small door. I guess it's where the water cutoff is, and it's pushed in really far. It's never fell, it's never opened, and when they went to bed that night, like around 2 o'clock in the morning, they heard a big bang. Scared them all to death. They didn't know what it was. They got up, the guy that was with them jumped up, and it was that door to the little cutoff place that's never done that. I mean, I've been in that house 1,000 times. You have to push, you have to give it, you know, a good, it's not loose, so it wouldn't just fall. But it was like a sign, like they were done. They just wanted him out. So they kindly just put it back in place, and they got out there pretty early the next morning.
Would you say that you feel like Dr. Connolly might be in the house?
Most of the teams that have stayed there, what the feedback that I've gotten, I've had a few tell me they feel like it's Dr. Connolly, but most of them tell me they feel like it's either a butler or a maid that they've come in contact with. So a lot of them feel like they feel the presence of the maid that's still there.
Yeah, it's always a wild thing whenever you have a place that you want to use for paranormal investigators to stay when they're investigating, and then to come to find out that's haunted too.
Yes, you know, we were a little leery because we know paranormal investigators love paranormal, but at the same time, we know they like to rest as well. So we were a little worried. It was like, you know, when they leave the hospital, they're going to be exhausted. So when they get to the house, if the house starts acting up, how are they going to feel towards that? So, you know, we really didn't know. We didn't promote it as haunted at first because we like I said, being the owners of it, we just really didn't want people to, oh, y'all just thinking everybody, you know, everything's haunted. But when you start hearing stories, and then we started having experiences when we were in the house, you can't, you know, it is what it is. So it's really, we love to hear back from the teams. We do not charge extra to investigate the house. Once you pay your overnight lodging fee, we allow you to investigate the house for free because it's research for us. We're kind of excited to see who's there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're excited to find out what we capture here over the next few hours, and hopefully it's something good.
Hopefully so.
So, and then one thing that may actually kick up activity, not only, you know, in the hospital and the grounds and surrounding areas, you're going to be doing a haunted attraction or a haunted house soon?
Yes, we are getting ready. After so many years, the community and a lot of our visitors have begged us to do a walk through haunted hospital, a haunted house per se, but we're a hospital, so I have to say haunted hospital. So we will have some scare actors, some jump scares and things like that. We've done tours and escape floors for the past couple of years, and I can tell you on Halloween night, it is absolutely insane. You're going to have your scares just with the hospital by itself, but this year we are starting September 27th, and every Friday and Saturday in October, all the way through November 1st, we're going to be doing our first ever walk through haunted house. So there'll be 3 floors of the hospital that you will have to navigate in the dark on your own and try to find your way out with a lot of scare actors and stuff in the way. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So guys, if you want to come out here, and if you don't have the time or the ability to spend the night here at the old hospital on College Hill, you can come out and go through their haunted attraction in the month of October, Friday and Saturday nights. Maybe you'll have a paranormal experience. So
Yeah.
it's exciting. All right, so we're headed back down the hill here. We just got finished talking to Tanya about the history of the Dr. Connolly's house, one of the founders of the old hospital on College Hill, and the camera down there is still rolling. We have no idea what that camera's picked up while we've been up here.
No, not at all. I'll be interested to see if either one of those music boxes went off again since we've been gone.
Oh no, yeah, because it was bizarre. If it would have just been the one music box going off, I would have been like, okay, maybe there's something interfering with it. But the fact that the one went off, and then that one stopped, and then the other one went off, that was just crazy. Kind of caught us off guard. So, but well, I'm interested to see what it is that we capture when we are inside this house this evening. Because, again, like Tanya said, they had no intention of making that a part of the haunted history of the house. They just thought it would be a great place for paranormal investigators to sleep and to stay while they're investigating the hospital, so they didn't have to drive to a hotel 20, 30 minutes away. Well, come to find out, as investigators started to sleep there, more and more started to say they were having experiences inside the house that they couldn't explain. So, I mean, are you excited for this, Dave?
I am, because when we stayed here last time when we investigated, we thought that there was like a vibe to the house, and we actually wanted to film there, but we didn't have time. And even walking in today, there were some strange vibes and already the equipment going off. So I am excited to see what happens, if anything, when we get in here.
Yes, and please pardon Dave's bumpy driving here. It's not his fault. It's the fact that to get to this house, you have to go up these back roads along the hills of this, literally along the hill that extends down the side of the hospital, or the back of the hospital here. So, but we are pulling in right now.
We're home.
We're here, so let's head inside and see what happened. I'm gonna keep rolling on this camera in the case that something is going down in here.
Let's do it. Let's go see what's happening.
All right, we are here. Dr. Connolly, we're back. There is definitely a vibe in here.
There is.
All right. Well, guys, what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and tear this down, and then we are going to get the cameras set up for our actual investigation as we walk throughout Dr. Connolly's house trying to capture paranormal activity inside this house that is allegedly haunted, or apparently haunted. Surprisingly haunted, according to the owners. So let's go grab the cameras and get started on this paranormal investigation.
Let's do it. Let's go. All right, I'm ready.
All right, so we are getting ready to get started here. Dave is here as well. The light makes it difficult to see more than one person because it's so fixated and bright, but we wanted to get started here on the second floor. We already have the equipment set up, and we have a couple of things in
cell sentence.
The ovilus is set up in the hallway here just in case anything comes through that's relevant. We're not sure how it's going to perform just yet, simply because we haven't turned it on in here, but we wanted to get a base reading to see if it's going to be a usable piece of equipment, because sometimes there's too much interference in certain locations. So we do have the ovilus right here. We also have the piccolo. That's in Dr. Connolly's bedroom. Mary as in like get married is what it said.
Oh my gosh, that gave me chills. That wasn't the calibration, was it?
No, it's done already. It's already done the 2 calibrations.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a dog. So,
It kind of sounded like music at first.
It did. That's why it freaked me out.
Are you rolling on your mic?
Yeah. So, like Ryan said,
13. Pinky.
we have the ovilus set up. We've got the piccolos set up. We have our new Tiny Tim looking music box set up in Dr. Conley's room, which just went off. And then we've got Molly in here with the Mel meter. And we also have this new device, which you guys saw in the last episode. But during the premiere of our last episode, if you didn't know, we all get together and chat during the premieres. So make sure you come and join a premiere every Saturday at 7. But we got this new device, and you guys named this device. We were just calling it the Egg. And then you guys came up with the name Bob for this because he has no arms. And if you've watched Adelaide Haunted Horizons enough, you will get the joke. If not, we encourage you to go over and watch some of their episodes and you'll get the joke.
Give.
So I'm going to set Bob up. Where should we set it up?
Maybe in this back bedroom back here?
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the room when we filmed here a couple of months ago with Dawson and Jason. This is the room that I stayed in. I don't remember anything weird happening, but...
Ed. Aura.
Who is Ed? We do have this set up on the towels, guys, because it was kind of a cushion between anything. It was like a barrier between any of the EMF that was going off. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't do much to cut back on interference, but it was going off constantly with interference when we had it in Dr. Connolly's bedroom.
Presidents.
Back here, it was like a word every 2 seconds, so...
Dr. Conley, if you're in your room in there, can you stand in front of our
Dirty. Underline.
item that we set? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Daddy.
Dr. Conley, if you're in there and you can hear us talking to you, we heard our music device go off in there, and it played a song that you might remember. If you could you step in front of that again so we could hear that music one more time?
Right now we have the door to the bedroom closed because Dave wanted some sort of big reveal, despite the fact that there's already a camera in there filming.
Spirit. They're on my side.
100.
100 spirit. Wow. Are there any? Is there anyone here who came down from the hospital? That came down from the hospital to speak to us?
Was.
You were at the hospital?
Trevor.
I can't open the door. I don't know. You guys are YouTuber things. I thought it would be cool to come up and go through the door. But Ryan just made a very valid point that there's already a camera in there. And I didn't think of that. You want to walk in here with Molly?
Yeah.
Elemental.
Elemental? I don't know if I believe in elementals. If there's an elemental and elementals are real, can you make something happen? Turn the fan off. What? Chills. Ask and ye shall receive, I guess. Maybe I need to start believing in elementals.
And we turned the fan off in there too, so there's nothing in that room that's moving.
No. We made sure we even stopped the blades with our hand, because we can't have anything moving in this room with the music box in here.
Thank you for doing that.
How about this green and orange light right here with the doll? You see our pretty doll? We call her Molly, Miss Molly. Can you touch that for us? Like this. See that? That's just a way to let us know that you can actually hear us and talk to us, and maybe you could show us that you're here by touching that or moving the doll. And just so everyone knows, we set up that music box at our house. So if you think that it's like just a malfunction of the music box and it goes off frequently already, we tested that at our house whenever we first got that. And it sat in the kitchen for like 45 minutes and didn't go off. So, and the only time it went off was when someone walked in front of it. So
Yeah.
it definitely isn't a malfunction in the device.
No, because I'll even go as far to say that even sometimes when one of our cats would walk in front of it, it didn't go off.
Right.
So it's not like it's hypersensitive.
Right. What do you think of her? You like her bonnet? We can walk away from her for a second and maybe you can grab a hold of that.
Even the obelisk got quiet.
Mm-hmm. Where did everybody go? We don't mean you any harm. My name is Ryan and this is Dave, and we've been to the hospital many times, and we even stayed here one time last year when we were here, when we were visiting the hospital. We slept here, so thank you for your hospitality, Dr. Connolly, or anyone that's here. Dr. Connolly, we heard a story about the original hospital before this hospital was built. That the other one was made of wood. It was built from wood and it caught fire and that fire spread very quickly, and you did some very heroic actions to save some of the patients inside the hospital that was burning. Is that true, sir? I'm going to roll on this strange-looking box here. This is a dictaphone. Sure you remember those from your lifetime. I'm sure you may have had one that was much larger than this. Dr. Connolly's house. Is that true, sir? Did you take action to save those that were in danger of the fire in the old hospital? You heard something? If you're down there, Dr. Connolly, come over here and speak to us. Can you say, "Good evening"? Are you excited that this house and your hospital that you co-founded are still bringing people in from all over the world? ending. Gonna listen back to this. Do a live review so in case we hear any voices that responded to us, we can reply in the moment.
Dr. Conley's house. Is that true, sir? Did you take action to save those that were in danger of the fire in the old hospital? If you're down there, Dr. Conley, come over here and speak to us. Can you say, good evening? Are you excited that this house and your hospital that you co-founded are still bringing people in from all over the world?
So nothing on EVP. You may have thought that sounded really weird. Why did the audio keep... Well, I figured it might have some sort of issue when I went to pick it up. When I reached to grab it, I realized that it's sitting right in the path of the air conditioning vent.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, crap. I bet you there's some sort of audio distortion on that because it wasn't blowing whenever I set it down.
Yeah, maybe we can try another session here in a minute in Dr. Conley's office.
In his
Or
office.
bedroom, I mean.
I don't know where his office is. This may have been his office.
Might have been. Do you want to hold this for 1 second? I just remembered I forgot to turn the music box on down here.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. You want to go in this room?
Sure. Let me just try an experiment here. Dave found the closet. We're going to go into this room. I said I don't believe in elementals, and that music box went off, and I said maybe I should start. Well, I tell you what, if you set that music off again while we're in this room, maybe I'll just have to consider believing in elementals. So give me a sign by setting off that music.
Even if it's not Dr. Conley, if there's any spirits in here and you'd like to make yourself known or like to talk to us, let us know somehow.
That was my stomach.
We've got this little item right here on the bed. It kind of looks like an egg. If you touch it, hear that music? So if you want to, you can walk up to that and touch it and see if it'll make music. Or there's another one right in here with our doll.
If there's anything here that doesn't want to stay, you're more than welcome to attach yourself to that doll. That's why we take it everywhere we go. We don't think it's a haunted doll, but we'd love to find out if it actually could become a haunted doll. So feel free to place your energy within it or on it or whatever, if that's even possible. And that goes for anything. Anyone, good, bad.
Yeah, if your soul or your spirit is trapped here in this house and you want to leave, like Ryan said, you can attach your energy somehow. We don't know how it works to that doll. It's so weird how everything kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was the last thing that this said? Oh, elemental.
So the last thing it said was elemental?
Yeah. It's the top one, right?
Yeah. Is there an elemental on this hill? They called this county Bloody Mingo. Because of the extreme violence that took place in this county, everyone knows of the famous feud between the Hatfields and the McCoys. In fact, one of the owners of this hospital, Charlie, and of this house, current owner, is a descendant of the Hatfields. From the famous Hatfield and McCoy feud.
Did you ever treat any of the Hatfield or McCoy family in your hospital?
Interesting that even with you getting that close, it didn't say anything.
I know.
Is that you?
No. But that's what I kept hearing in there.
And it's coming from in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you throw something on the floor in there? Or shut the door? If you don't want us to come in there, shut the door. In 60 seconds, we're going to walk in there. Motorcycle outside? Or some loud engine?
What was that?
I don't know, I heard something in this room behind me. Hello? Are you trying to touch the doll?
If you want to try to pick her up, you can. Or give her a hug.
Hello? I'm gonna stand right about here for right now because that music box has a wide berth. Wide range.
Sad.
Say stab?
Sad.
Oh, sad? Are you sad? Is this a maid or a butler? Tanya believes there might be a maid. What did it say?
Yank.
You can yank on my shirt or Dave's shirt, I'm sure. He wouldn't mind. But Tanya thinks there's a maid or a... I'm not in front of it. I'm not in front of it.
Could it be your shadow?
Like, I don't...
Thank you for making that music play. That's what we're trying to show you. That's a way that you can let us know that you're here because we can't see you.
Can I see the camera for a second? So over here in the corner of the room, this door leads back to the maid's quarters where the maid lived. It looks like a closet, but that door actually opens up into a stairway that goes down a half a level where the maid would live. So here in a little bit, we'll probably go down there. And I also just wanted to document that that was a dog. I also wanted to document that that door was closed.
Yes.
Because I got a weird feeling looking over there. I was like, oh, if that door opens, we don't have any proof that it was shut.
Yeah, if you want to, you can open that door in the corner.
See, like, even here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not setting it off.
Actually, I think that door might be locked, so if you would like us to come over and unlock that door and open it for you, could you knock on it really loudly?
That thing is so loud.
And you're sure that's not you?
I wasn't moving at the time that it went off. See, like, let me just do an experiment of where I have to be to set it off. Even here, I'm not setting it off. So now I'd have to be in the room right here, actually standing right beside it for it to go off. So I don't think that's me setting that off at all. I don't think either of those times were me. And it's not light sensitive. Again, it's like an infrared beam that has to be broken. Something with physical mass has to impede that infrared beam in order for the motion to go off. So shadows and light don't do that.
Do you think it could be the bed skirt?
I don't see the bed skirt moving. Why would the bed skirt be moving?
I can literally see it moving.
Oh, I see it now. From the air conditioning?
Yeah. Here, hold this. What if, But like I said earlier, it's not hypersensitive because the cats did not set it off at points.
Right.
If it was that bed thing, it would be going off right now.
Right.
So
If it was the bed. See, it finally did it. But I don't think that bed skirt was even in its range. I mean, I can go down and shut the air off. I can go down and shut the air off just to make sure.
yeah, if you want to.
I'll be right back. Are the controls in the living room?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming. Well, the air's off now, so that's not going to be a factor. We're not saying that is what caused it to go off the other times, but it's a possibility that it could have, so we'll just have to leave the air off while we investigate and maybe get a little sweaty. Because it's unseasonably warm. Idle. All right. So that dog has been stirred next door. And make sure, stick around till the end, because the last place we're going to go is into the maid's quarters. So if you want to see us go down into the maid's quarters and investigate, stick around, because that could be interesting if it is a maid that is causing the paranormal activity within this house. Maybe that's where they hang out.
Mm-hmm. So if there's anybody in the room in there, could you try one more time to make our music machine make music?
Music machine. He means music box. You know what a music box is. This one's just a little different. You walk in front of it. At least from now on, if it doesn't go off, we know that it was the air. If it doesn't go off the rest of the time, we can say that we logically can assume that it was the air moving the bed skirt.
Yeah.
We're gonna come in the entry to the master bedroom again. If you can hear us, can you repeat or can you finish this? I heard movement in there.
Did you?
Who's in there? Did you hear that one? Did you hear that one?
Yeah, what was it?
It was back here. I don't know if it was downstairs. Hello? If you're downstairs, can you make the music play down there? Do you see that box? It went off earlier. There's a German in the house.
9 mores.
Did you get that joke?
I did, yeah. They said no.
They said no.
We have 2 music boxes set up in the house here. One in Dr. Conley's bedroom, and one in the living area in the den.
Or parlor, or living room, or whatever you want to call it.
The sitting room. Which one of those can you make go off first? Which one's easier?
That wasn't me.
You want to walk down for a minute? You heard the music upstairs. Listen to this one. Now, whichever one of those you like the music better, make it play music so we know which one you like more. Was that clock?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard a click of some kind. Okay, so we're going to try and use the ghost chatter box. For those of you that don't know, our good friend Connor Biddle has created an app called Ghost Chatter. And Ghost Chatter not only is an app that is currently allowing you to ask questions during the Estes session, or if you run your own abandonment like we do, you can make it ask questions. We were going to set it up on this particular abandonment, but we needed our phones for what we were doing up there. So, but yeah, you can download this on the iOS App Store or in the Google Play Store.
And it's free.
And it's free. So go download it.
Best one on the market, you guys. Go grab it for real.
All right, so if there's anyone here with us, we're gonna walk through and you can tell us your name, you can tell us anything important about you.
Sorry. As we're running this, if you guys at home watching hear anything, leave a comment down below if you hear any responses or any information that might be important.
Yeah, if there's anything that we don't audibly hear with our ears coming through this and you pick up on it and hear it, let us know. Is there anyone with us? Dr. George Thomas Connolly. We're here to interview you. To talk about the incredible achievement you had of building the hospital. Can you come through and just say your name so we know you're able to talk to us?
Dead.
Sound like dead.
That's what I thought I heard, dead.
Dr. Connolly, did you pass away of cancer up at the hospital that you founded? We heard you went to Chicago for treatment, but ended up coming home when things took a turn for the worse. You can come through and say anything you want.
No way. That's cool. So most definitely,
It wasn't the air.
No.
Do you like that music? Do you remember that song, Dr. Connolly? Or maybe even this is someone on Dr. Connolly's staff. Someone who worked for Dr. Connolly. Do you remember that song? It came out when you were very much when you would have remembered. Right, like 1920s?
I think it was maybe like 1919.
Something like that.
If you like that song, can you make it play again? We want to hear it too. Or if you're up there, can you go try and pick up our doll?
Let's go up there.
Champagne.
I don't know what that said. My name is Ryan, and this is Dave. What is your name?
Ryan's
Piano? It's not a name, but...
Ryan's holding something in his hands that you can use like a microphone or a radio to talk to us. Can you come through and say your name, please?
Excuse me. I inhaled some dust or something.
This is it, guys. This is real ghost hunting right here.
This is even more exciting than most nights.
Who has been making the music box play music? What's your name?
Hello? We're not even sure if you can use this to talk to us. This is just an experiment. All of this is just an experiment.
What about whistling? Can you whistle?
Here in a few minutes, we're going to move all this stuff down to the first floor and see if anyone wants to talk down there. We're going to sit at the table, just like Tanya said. When people had strange things happen. I do imagine you probably wouldn't have entertained people in your bedroom unless you were very close to them. Only when we're not in here.
I know.
If you want us to leave Tiny Tim in that room for you to play with, while we go downstairs, can you make it go off again?
By Tiny Tim, he means the Tiptoe Through the Tulips song.
Yes. Tiny Tim is who sings that version.
It got sweltering in here quick.
Got pretty warm. It's just training us for what's to come in the maids' quarters. Because I was in there. Were you in there?
No, not yet. Hot?
I got some B-roll shots in there and it's toasty.
Were there spiders?
I didn't look.
You didn't look?
No, why would I look for spiders? Why would I look for spiders?
Who doesn't look for spiders at all moments?
Obviously me, because I've gotten bit by 3 spiders this year. Or 3 times by spiders this year. Maybe I should start looking for spiders.
Yeah, take my approach.
But you know, just sometimes you get bit by a spider, end up in urgent care and on an intense antibiotic treatment because your leg is twice the size it should be. It happens.
Well, what do you think? You want to move stuff downstairs?
Yeah, I'm going to stop on the chatterbox. We haven't had even one intelligent thing come through.
Not that we know of, but like we said, if you guys heard something, let us know down below.
Yeah. Yeah, let's grab this camera and some of this equipment. I'm going to turn the obelisk off. All right, so we are sitting around the table here, just like Tanya talked about that group that had some strange experiences in here. And we decided that we were going to do an EVP session here at the table because Tanya said that there was some strange activity from the other group that was here while they were here at the table. So we're going to go hands-free on this camera, but we have another static camera in the living room area, which is now a living room. It probably would have been a den or a parlor of some kind.
Yeah.
Foyer entryway. Probably some sort of entertainment room. And once I hit record here, we are going to kind of lift our arms off the table so that we don't get any interference or tapping. Right here.
Yeah. Can you still, am I still in it?
You are, yeah, let me. There we go, that's much better. Okay. Rolling EVP session. Living room at the Dr. Connolly house. We're down here at the table now, and we'd love if anyone wants to come down and sit with us and speak to us. Can you say good evening or can you tell us your name? When we were here last year, we felt like we weren't alone. Or that might have been earlier this year. But either way, we felt like we weren't alone.
Is there a nurse here that's still in the house? Or a maid? Did you like the music that we brought for you to listen to?
The hell is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that noise was. That was weird.
I don't think that was a dog.
It sounded metallic.
Yeah,
to
like a screech or something. I don't even know.
You're at the table now. We'd love if anyone wants to come down and sit with us and speak to us. Can you say good evening or can you tell us your name? When we were here last year, we felt like we weren't alone. That might have been earlier this year. But either way, we felt like we weren't alone. Is there a nurse here that's still in the house? Or a maid?
Did you hear that? Sounded like movement. Which room would be up above us?
where she was.
Right. Yeah, that bedroom in there. When it said elemental.
Mm-hmm.
When the obelisk said elemental.
Did you like the music that we brought for you to listen to?
You can hear it.
Is that a dog?
If it was a dog, it was someone like kicked the dog and it like yelped.
Yeah.
Did you like the music that we brought for you to listen to? What the hell was that?
So nothing EVP wise, but that was a weird sound. I mean, it'll probably have been picked up more clearly on the static cam in there because where I heard it come from was somewhere that direction.
Yeah. That's really strange.
So before we...
Sorry, I'm good. I just got choked on my own spit.
On that note, this camera battery is flashing red, so I'm gonna change this battery really fast, so since we'll let Dave recover for a second. All right, so we just got the battery changed in this camera, and we are gonna stand up here because there's a whole lot of this first floor that we have to investigate.
Yes.
So we don't wanna spend too much time in here considering we still have to go to the maid's quarters, and Dave just came up with a good idea. Whenever we're done here on the first floor, before we go to the maid's quarters, he suggested that maybe he takes the night vision camera and goes up into Dr. Connolly's room and sits alone.
Just for a couple minutes, just to see what happens, maybe. You never know.
Mm-hmm. You never know.
So...
Or I could even sit outside.
Yeah, if you want to.
That way you have the whole house to yourself. So in other words, stay tuned for Dave to go solo, because that's going to be coming up here soon.
Just... Maybe not.
Literally, we've been down here now for... Well, how long's it been since that's gone off?
Oh gosh.
Probably a good 20 minutes.
Probably.
Dr. Connolly, are you upstairs?
You wanna walk in here? Mm-hmm. Just for our sanity. Let's switch that around. If at any point you want me to film, just let me know.
Okay.
Dr. Conley, there's still a photo of you here on the mantle.
What?
I was gonna add on to that, but maybe we should go up there, man.
Yeah. There's something with that room. We'll be able to tell more with the abandonment footage if that music box went off very frequently.
Now, if we go up here and it doesn't go off at all, that's really weird.
Right.
Dr. Conley, can we come in? Or whoever's in the room, if we can come in, can you make the music play again? This was that piece of wood she was talking about.
Yeah, that slammed.
I heard a knocking sound in here. Who's in this room? Scratch that idea and just go in
To the maid's office?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that now. And we'll save the solo idea.
Okay.
So we'll go in, and then after we figure that out.
Which we don't even have to do that. Well, of course we do. I heard someone on that door.
So I moved the music box to point down that hallway behind us.
Wow, it's creepy.
It is creepy.
Where does it go? Just like this little...
There's a bathroom and a bedroom down there.
There's like an attic crawl space up there.
Man, that should not be going off as much as it is.
No.
And it's a brand new battery.
Should we not go down there?
I'm gonna sit right here on the bed for a second with you and that and the door in it at the same time.
If you want us to come in there, open the door. You can push it open. Well, we're going to go to in. Unless you don't want us to. If you don't want us to, can you make the music play again? Now I'm thoroughly creeped out. Wow, it's really just a tiny little bedroom.
It is. You have a bathroom right here. And then over here, just a bedroom. And then here's the separate entrance that Tanya was talking about.
It does feel weird down here.
I mean, like I said before, if it is a maid, if Tanya or whoever believes that there's a maid or a butler or someone who worked for the family here, then it makes sense why it would feel creepy in here.
You want me to film for a minute?
Yeah, if you want to. If there's anyone in here, anyone who may have worked for Dr. Connolly and his family, I'm not even sure if he had family. I want to go through and count the number of times that music box has gone off when one of us has said Dr. Connolly.
I don't know.
It seems like every time someone says Dr. Connolly, that goes off.
Yeah, I'll be interested to go through the abandonment footage to see if this is a natural thing.
Right, to see if that just went off.
Yeah.
Because of some environmental factor in this house. Because if it went off hardly at all during abandonment, then that would mean this is unexplainable.
Yeah.
But if it went off just as often, it's more likely that it is explainable. If you used to work for the doctor, taking care of him and the other residents, I'm unsure if he had a family that lived here with him. I'm assuming he did. It would make sense why you would want to stay. To take care of the house. To clean. Are you happy that people are coming to stay here again? If you are, can you make a loud sound for us? If you're unhappy that people are coming here to stay again and you don't recognize them, can you make a loud sound for us? Or can you make something happen anywhere in the house?
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that idea. I think it's just too much.
You don't think you want to do a solo?
I just think it's too much.
Okay. Wouldn't be because you're freaked out, huh?
No. I'm more so just worried about what time it is. I think it was almost 11 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh.
Guys, I think he's freaked out. He's trying to come up with excuses. I think it's 11 o'clock, he says.
I really did think it was 11.
Well, what if?
I mean, if you want to, you can.
It wouldn't be too much if I did it.
It would be, but if you want to, you can do it.
What if I just walked downstairs and you sat on the bed with the camera? You can even set it on the dresser or whatever. And I just walked downstairs for like 5 minutes and left you up here.
I don't think that worked the way I thought it did.
I don't think it did either. I mean, it might look funny, but, and we can leave this door open so you can hear in here.
Okay.
Just for 5 minutes and then...
let's do it.
All right, so Dave's gonna sit here in Dr. Connolly's bedroom. The music box is currently calibrating. We moved it. It will go off one more time before it's done calibrating, but it's sitting in the doorway to the maid's quarters. If it is completely silent and doesn't go off at all, maybe it was environmental that was causing it to go off up here, but if it goes off again or continues to go off, I don't know. I don't know what to make of the fact that that music box has gone off so much, because like I said, we had it set up for a long time when we first got it, just testing it out in the kitchen. We unpacked it, put a battery in it, and it didn't go off at all. So I don't know what to make of that, but we'll find out what happens. And Dave will be up here once the calibration is done and the music box is ready. His 5 minutes will begin. And I'm gonna go and just sit in silence downstairs to see if anything happens to me while I'm sitting quietly down there. So I'll just be listening. Good luck.
Thanks. You did turn it on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it just takes a while for that second one. There it is. So that's the last calibration.
All right, guys, so that's the final calibration on that. So with that, when you turn it on, it plays the tune, and then it goes, I think it's like 2 minutes, and then it plays the tune again to let you know that it's calibrated. I am gonna shut the door to this room. All right, Dr. Conley. Or anyone else who might be in here with me. My name is Dave. And I just came in here to try to talk to you tonight. It seems that somebody in the house here likes our music box that plays Tiptoe Through the Tulips. And I quite like it too, so if at any point you'd like to make that music box play the song again, please feel free to do so. All you have to do is stand in front of it and it'll play. You've heard it do it all night. I just heard something come from the maid's quarters. Are you down there?
Someone really likes that music box, it seems.
Okay.
I don't have an explanation for it.
I heard a noise down in the maid's quarters. And then a few seconds later, the music box went off. So, if that was you, thank you very much for doing that. My next question is, do you think that you could pull the door shut? Could you close the door to the maid's quarters? Even just a little bit. I'd like to see the door move just a little bit. If you wouldn't mind closing the door, that would be helpful. That would let me know that you can hear me and you're able to move things, which is something that we're unsure of. So could you do that for me? Just pull the door close a little bit. I won't look. I'll keep my head this way if you don't want me to look. Just pull the door shut just a little bit. Do you remember me and Ryan when we were here a few months ago? If you remember us being here, can you make the music box play music one more time? If you like that people are still coming here to the house and to the hospital, that it's being kept in good shape, if you like that, can you make the music box play music again?
Dr. Connolly. Dr. Connolly. Dr. Connolly.
If you're upset that people keep coming into this house that you don't know, and you'd like for them to stop coming here, could you make the music box play? If you're tired of me asking questions and you'd like me to just leave, can you make the music box play? And I'll leave. Are you still there? Well, I'm probably going to take my music box downstairs with me. And I'm going to leave with it. But if you'd like to hear the song one more time, before I take it, go ahead and step in front of it or make it play. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up now and take it with me.
All right, he's coming back down. That was rather bizarre, how it went off when he asked if there was someone there. As time goes on and we use this music box, we might get a better idea
of back downstairs
whether this is normal or not. So we won't know until we use it more. This is just one of many experiments, but I will say early on in the night we had it go off in conjunction with the other music box, so that was really bizarre. I would ask you how it went, but I could hear it all, so.
Really?
I could hear everything you said. I could hear.
Did you hear that noise come out of the maids?
Oh, there was a noise?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear a noise. I heard the music box go off.
Yeah, there was a noise down in the maid's room, and then a few seconds later the music box went off.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that back. Let me see this here.
That battery is overheating.
Well, with that, it was a pretty interesting evening here. We have to get on the road because we have to head home. Those of you that are watching this video just know that I edited this video in one day. I had one day to put this together for you guys, so if it seems a bit rough in some spots, that's why, but I just wanted to make sure that we could finish this episode and get it out for you guys. And man, there was some peculiar things. Like I told the camera in there, we're gonna have to continue to use this music box to get a better idea of its patterns and when it's malfunctioning or when it's actually working. And because like I said, at home it really didn't do anything. But here, it seemed to just go wild for whatever reason. But the more we use it, the better idea we'll have of how the piece of equipment works. You can let us know in the comment below if you felt like that was bizarre and how it behaved.
Yeah. And if you guys have any type of suggestions of places that you would like to see us go in the future, leave a comment down below and let us know where you'd like to see us go.
If you watched all the way to the end of the video, make sure you comment down below and say, I tiptoed through the tulips all the way to the old hospital on College Hill. That's almost like a tongue twister. I almost couldn't say it.
It is a tongue twister.
So, but thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode at the next location on the next adventure on our
Paranormal Quest. That's all I can remember.
Bye.
If you enjoyed that video, here's another one just like it right up here. Or if you're looking for something different, down here on the bottom is a fitness video from a channel I just started. We want to thank all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters for making all of this possible. And we'll see you next time.